Hi, everybody. Welcome to GOL TV with Laker head soccer coach Dave DiIanni. I'm DJ Foster. GOL TV is presented by Option 1 Credit Union. Dave, since last time we talked, it was a good week for you. 3-0 week in the last 7 days. You started off with Michigan Tech this past Friday in your first ever game under the lights here at the field. It got pretty exciting, but you had a 4-goal win, good crowd. Talk about the atmosphere and kind of what that night meant.
Well, it was special for our kids, and just for me, I think I'm a big proponent of night games. They get a chance to kind of flip the switch from school to rest to soccer, where you often don't get that with 4 o'clock games.
Sure.
And we got a bigger crowd, 550, 560 people, and to get a chance to get off work and the atmosphere under the lights was special. It was a really nice atmosphere, and you could see that. And then we had it televised, and that was exciting as well. So we're starting to play a little better soccer, and that started with Friday's win.
Then you go on to Sunday, big match for you guys. Again, you had a 2-0 win against Northern Michigan, but there was a lot of storylines. Obviously, Northern Michigan was the only team to defeat you last year, gave you your only loss. You get 2 goals from Ashley Botts, so she scores both goals in the win. But for the most part, the entire second half, you were playing a man down as Kayla Addison picked up a red card, which is rare in women's soccer, I would think. You mentioned after the game that was one of the most satisfying wins you've had here as a coach. That seems like a pretty big statement. You've won some big games here. What led you to say that?
Well, first off, Ashley Botts is starting to play some exceptional soccer. 4 goals in 3 games to lead us, 3 wins. Northern was a great, I thought we have a lot of respect for them as a program. Their coach, Matt Grandstand, has done a fantastic job, and they're going to have a great year. I thought it was a good game. The red card kind of took something out of it a little bit, in the sense that, we disagreed with the call. And looking back at it, I think we were probably correct. But took something out where we had to play a man down. It broke the rhythm of the game completely, not only for us, but for Northern Michigan. Mm-hmm. We actually kept a lot of possession after that, and we were a man down. So to not only go 38 minutes a man down, which is exhausting, to do it as a group and unified defensive stance, but to score another goal, to go 2 up.
Sure.
And so that's what made it gratifying. And we've done a lot of situational things with our girls this year, man up, man down, 5 minutes on the clock, 5 minutes left, those kind of things. And for them to be able to just flip the switch and be able to go back to what we did in training and be able to do it for 38 minutes and get the contributions from the bench that we did was very exciting. I was really happy for our kids.
We're taping this on Wednesday, so yesterday, which was Tuesday, you went to Indianapolis, traveled down there. You trailed 1-0 against the Greyhounds, but you came back, even the score at 1-1 and finished with a 2-1 victory. Were you pleased with the comeback? Was there a little concern there trailing on the road? We talked earlier, you said it was a kind of a midweek game. You traveled down. It's tough to kind of get up for those types of games, but you ended up with the 2-1 win anyway. Yeah,
a Tuesday game after the weekend that we had. It's kind of that's kind of a trigger game where you could trip up, and we didn't play our best soccer, but we had great contributions from the bench again. When we thought some players weren't playing as well, our subs actually scored the goal in the beginning of the second half, and then we came back with a few players, and Ashley Botts got the winner with about 8 minutes left. And to get out of there, we've been doing that midweek game for a couple years now. We're going to be done with that. That's a tough game on a Tuesday in particular, coming off the weekend. But as proud of our kids, we went 3-0, and we've got to practice today, and then heading into Cleveland for the weekend.
Now, Ashley Botts, we failed to mention that, was the GLAAC Player of the Week this week for her performances. You mentioned her earlier. Who else have you been impressed with this early on in the season?
Well, again, defensively, we're starting to gel a little bit right now. And Megan Brown, Taylor Ward, Kayla Kimmel, and Kayla Klosterman are starting to do some nice things. Lissa Meyer has been our best center midfielder, bar none, for the entire year. And she's doing an unbelievable job filling in for Chris Nybel, who did an All-American job last year. And again, we're getting some contributions up front. Like I said, Ashley Botts is pulling us along, and she's the type of player who can do that. Mm-hmm. Kayla Addison's played well. But, we have had Lindsay Marlowe and Jenny Shaba came off the bench yesterday and had some good minutes, and Charlie Stosha. So, it's a different person each game, mm-hmm. and different person each training session, and we hope you have that when we have 23 healthy bodies.
Now, as you said, you go to Cleveland this weekend. That's the hometown of yours truly, by the way, so make sure you enjoy it. But you have Lake Erie on Friday night at 5:30, and then you swing over to Ashland for a Sunday afternoon game. Your first road conference matches this season. Talk about some of the things you'll see this weekend from the Storm and the Eagles.
Well, I think how we respond this weekend will be key for the rest of the year. Going on the road in the conference, going on the road for the third time, second and third time straight, because we're going to have that for 5 games straight. Apologize. Later in the year. So I'm excited to see our leaders and our captains kind of show the way in terms of effort and how to prepare for the season. Lake Erie, we don't know a lot about. That's a brand new team into our conference, second year. Ashland has a new facility, and I've heard it's very difficult to play on. It's a turf, and it's a little tighter than most. And so, anytime you can get a win on the road, you're going to take it. Right. So I'm excited to see how our kids do. And quite honestly, I like when our kids are on the road. We know what they're doing. We can monitor what their food intake is, and they're getting great rest. So it gets away from school for a bit. So we're excited for it.
That sounds good. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Enjoy Ohio. I know there's no way you can't, but
we will.
Have a good time and bring back a couple wins.
Thanks, DJ.
And thank you for joining us on GOL TV with head coach Dave DiIanni. I'm DJ Foster. Thanks for joining us on the Grand Valley Sports Network.